Hello, it's Akila again. So I thought I would just follow up with everyone and let you know a little bit more about a topic I mentioned in my last video about Epik denying me. So basically what happened is exactly what I said. I applied for Epik through Corvia Consulting, and I pretty much had all of my final documents ready so that once, I would get the interview with them, I would have everything just to send to them. But unfortunately, after about 4 weeks, I received notice through Corvia that Epik did not want to do an interview with me or to continue with the process. So I was a little disappointed, so I cried for like 15-20 seconds, and then I thought about it and I said, you know what, I already had planned, had a plan B, C, 3, C, D, everything else like that, because I knew I didn't want to put all of my efforts into that one program in case, something like that happened. So what I did was, once that happened, Corvia said, do you want to still try other programs and to go through them? And then I said yes. And so what I did was I applied for Epik, which is the Gyeonggi-do English program in Korea. And I applied through Corvia again with my same recruiter, Daisy. And I also, at this point, I was kind of like, just to be sure, I wanted to make sure I got a position. So I also, with the blessing of my recruiter, spoke to another recruiting agency, Teach ESL Korea. Yeah. And I spoke with Dan, who is the director of that. He's a very, very nice man. Very personable, very helpful. The only issue is that he has several partner recruiters. So it was like I spoke with him, but then he directed me to other recruiting agencies. And so a bunch of different agencies were contacting me saying, hey, do you want to do this program? Do you want to do that? And it was a little much, but the issue was that by the time all of those other agencies came to me to like apply for Epik and things like that, I had already applied through Corvia. So I said, you know what, I don't want to juggle many different agencies. So through Corvia, I spoke with also Ashley, and she's in charge of let me say it right, I can never pronounce it, Gyeongsangbuk Do, or the GOE program. And it's kind of like Epik and Epik in the sense that it's one of the provinces, their office that hires directly and then places you within that province. And then that is located in the southern part of South Korea, if you're interested. So what she did was she gave me the application for that program, which I filled out, and then the director wanted to do an interview. So I did that, and this was in the process probably of less than a week. Then I did the interview with him. Actually, he was a Korean American who used to teach English for about 3 years, and then he became part of the office in hiring. So I did that interview, and it went very, very well. And I was told that I would know soon after that my results. And then so it was a waiting game for that. And then after a couple of weeks, I thought it was maybe weird that I didn't hear anything. So I went back to Ashley and I said, hey, what's going on? And she said that the entire division of the GOE program, all of the applicants had been delayed because they had a July intake. And this was like at the beginning of July when she told me this. So she said it was going to be about 2 more weeks before they actually released the results. And I'm thinking, I'm planning to try to leave at the end of August to start in September. So I was like, you know what, I got to have another plan. So what I did was I told her, I said, okay, just let me know. And then she also sent me positions for private academies or hagwons. But I told her, no, no thank you. I would prefer a public program. And so then after that, I would say maybe a week or so after that, I received a message from another Corvia recruiter, and actually she's a division manager, Jessie. Hi, Jessie. She contacted me. She said they want to do an interview in like 2 days. It was okay, I didn't have the application done, so I was like, okay, let me hurry up and get the application done. And I did manage to get it done the earlier in the day before the interview. Did the interview with Yongchun English Town, and actually it was, I think it was the director plus one of the Korean teachers, and then there was an American teacher who did the interview. So I was really like, oh, okay. So we did the interview, you know, asked the basic questions, and then after that she said in about a week I would know the results. And so in about less than 2 days, actually, I received a message from Jessie saying that I was offered the position and did I want to accept it, which I did, of course. I was sent the contract and everything like that, and then really, just to add the cliche, the rest is history. So that's really how I got the positions. The reason why I really wanted to kind of make this video is because I know people are probably wondering, you know, if I don't get into Epik, what are my other options? Maybe even if I don't get into Epik, what are my other options? And the point is, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. I know that's cliche, but it really is the truth. You know, like I said, I didn't get into Epik, but then I had other options and I was prepared to take other routes. Now, what I'll say is, yes, apply for Epik. It is a great big program, so it's it places the most teachers. Yes, do that, but always be aware that you may not get in, especially if you don't have experience. So always know that you do have other options. You know, cry for less than 30 seconds like I did, but make sure that after that you get back on track and you say, you know what, this is really, really what I want to do, so I'm going to do it. You have to have that determination. You have to have that perseverance just to say, you know what, I'm going to take another route. If that doesn't work, I'll take another route. You know, you'll get those no's, but you know that once you get that yes, that's what makes it all worthwhile. So what I really just say is keep trying. You'll get there. If you're really determined and if that's really, really what you want, then you stick with it and you'll do it. So, and also if you have any questions or if you want, you know, further details as far as the interview with Epik, with GOE or with the Yongchun English Town School, then just let me know and I can do, you know, maybe a video with the specific questions that were asked and things like that to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. If you have any questions or concerns about it, just feel free to ask me.